More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium. The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This is just what you hope for on the road. Great opening drive and a chance to score on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to fire on second down. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here comes. To tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Swan. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. He's at the touchdown, App State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught behind the line, it's Robinson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've got a first down here to open the period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. we've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Rushes on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's got it in the end zone.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. To the air, it's Swan. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hamlet. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Sanchez. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Guys, let's chat about App State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Robinson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got out of trouble and throws.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead. Gain some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Swan. Caught over the middle, it's Hamlet. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in, it's Sanchez. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Dropping back, it's Swan. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends. All over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Soft spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a Heat. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think this play very much starts with protection up front. He has time, and they use the speed of his wide receiver. Look, he starts all the way on the right side of the field, comes all the way across the formation.
He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Finds his man, it's Sanchez. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here comes the Heat. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. Inside the... And it's in for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man, it's Swan. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Mountaineers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Roberts. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Dozier. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, App State.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes They'll give it to the back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Swan. Snagged in the middle, it's Hamlin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes. The 17. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hamlin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make decisions and not put his offense in harm's way, and that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.